there's an inherent understanding that athletes have that is sometimes difficult to explain to people who don't have an athletic background. And that is the difference between quote unquote good pain and bad pain.
Right.
Yeah. And so you're shaking your head, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but try explaining that concept to somebody who has like they haven't had that, what one of my patients termed, and I love this term, righteous pain.
Interesting.
Where it's like leading to something better.
Right.
Right. Whereas the opposite of that is what happened prior to your biceps reattachment, which is this is bad pain. Something worse is about to happen.
Right. Big difference.
Huge difference. I mean, literally night and day, diametrically opposed. And so that ties right into your question about why is chronic pain such a big problem? Because it's at its base level, pain is a built-in warning mechanism from the intelligence of your body that's been honed over millions of years and handed down to you as a genetic blessing, which is, it's just a signal that's there to help keep us alive. It's like, hey man, we've kind of had some experience with what you're dealing with, and I'm not so sure you want to keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
That's the base level of what pain is. It's super simple. But we live in a very strange time where we're taught to disregard, cover up, pop a pill, and keep doing what you're doing without taking the time to say, "Ho, why am I having this signal?"
Right.
So the classic example that I always give, Scott, because this really seems to, people get it when I explain it this way, is why is it when we have a pain that's located in our head here, arguably a very critical structure, we get a pain there and our first instinct is not to ask any questions, it's to pop a pill.
100%, totally.
But if you have a pain that's located a few inches down in your teeth, you would never do that. You would go to the dentist. Right. And if the dentist only gave you a pill and sent you on your way, everyone would feel that that dentist had not done their job.
Interesting, right.
Very weird.
Super weird.
Very, very weird. We do the same thing with back pain. We do the same thing with neck pain. Oh, no big deal, right? Number one prescribed drug, if you go into a conventional medical setting, you go into urgent care, you go into a hospital, you go in to see your doctor, head pain, neck pain, lower back pain, joint pains of various kinds, you're going to come out with a drug. Oftentimes they won't even give you an examination. And if there is an examination, it's not a very thorough one, because they have to, nowadays you gotta churn through those patients and you gotta get on to your next one, because hospitals are being run in a very different way than they were, say, 30 years ago. But if you go into a dentist, it's a completely different story. They're like, whoa, we better do an exam. We better do some imaging. We better figure out exactly what's going on in there. And everybody understands that needs to happen in a dental setting, because that pain is a signal that something is wrong. But for some inexplicable reason, that same rule doesn't apply anywhere else in the body. And so when you ignore those pain signals, you end up with chronic pain. Or when you try and cover them up, you end up with chronic pain. And so chronic pain is this amazing process whereby the body will neurologically change itself. It'll literally change the structure of your neurological system in order to ram that pain message into your conscious mind.